Is anybody noticing that there's like a lot more humans out now? Like there's just like a lot more humans just out. And I'm not talking about because like school and stuff, because like kids, but there's just more people around now. Am I the only one that's noticing that? Like, are people like still just used to staying inside because of COVID or something? Y'all know she already got a rebrand, right? Like, they have a new COVID already, actually. Old COVID is somewhere sitting in her company's basement. Anyways, so like over the summer, I got a job. Well, no, it wasn't over the summer. It was like the beginning of last year. But through the spring and summer and in some of the fall, I had a job at this location. I was like downtown or whatever, and it was a vibe. Um, I mean, like it had like drama and stuff, but like I don't care as long as it doesn't involve me. I don't care. It's just entertainment. But like I'll be a terrible manager. I'll be like, oh my god, there's drama. Damn, that's crazy. Do you have the reports? Like, is this gonna affect the work in any way? Okay, then y'all chill out before HR gets involved because I don't want to deal with that. But like, it was a good experience and I learned a lot. Even though I didn't necessarily, none of that, and I didn't excel in my position because I did. But I didn't get a promotion. I didn't change a position. I didn't get a promotion, but like I had stuff going on. Like I had a bunch of stuff going on. Okay, I had the bestie breakup. My ex left the city. There was a bunch of drama, and then like other shit. I had shit going on. So I made that shit work, and it did. It provided a lot of experience and knowledge, and um, even just being there at a place that's in the middle of flux and you're seeing how things shift, how things change within a business, how the people change to fit the image that the business is suitably trying to portray in its update. Things like think like little things, both things that you would and would never say, but it's part of the company's vision. Um, and also just being around downtown just around the time when the city started cleaning up more, started to show off more of the historical aspects of the city, not directly, just by having it more readily and available. Like for example, when there's like transients hanging around and you naturally don't really want to stare because that's rude, so you don't look at where they're at. But when the area is clear of them, and you see that they were actually chilling in front of a historical building, and then you look up from your phone and realize, oh my god, there's like history here. Like there's more to care about than like businesses and clubs. Like I'm walking down the street because I need to get a new vape, but like, oh my god, it's the historical district. That's nice. Like this is a really important house to this city historically. Cool. No, but yeah, so it's interesting seeing how like the city has sort of brushed things up in that area. And I don't know, I'm not in those spaces of people that care about those things. I mean, I love a good like History Channel vibe, but like I'm not a historian. I like going to museums, but I'm not a historian or archaeologist. So like, but I don't think archaeologists look at buildings. That's something else, right? Paleontologists, fossils, archaeologists, artifacts, and like stuff. Anthropologists, people. I don't know what you could. Hold on, because I archaeologists? No. What is a person that works on a building? What constructs a building? Architect. A historical architect? Is that a niche? It probably is. But yeah, I just noticed that there's cool shit around when I looked up from my phone, and this was on the day that my phone broke, and I had to go 2 days without my phone. My coworker told me that he liked me better without it, and I was like, nope, nope, nope. Maybe I can put it down sometimes, but I need this. Anyways, um, but yeah, so that was an interesting thing. I will have to say I might have missed something socially when I was working down there, just because I might have played it a little bit too formal formal. Although I will have to admit, I'm not good at office talk against social things. Like something I never had to do. I'm not good at just going off about like systems and stuff with like a manager, but we're not really talking about anything. I don't know. That's probably a social thing. Maybe it's like to hide conversation when somebody else is in the room. I really don't know. I don't know. That piece of my common sense hasn't had to be activated in a while. Maybe if I sit down, get off my phone, and stop thinking about it for a while, everything will click. But I'm not going to do that. Um, but it was a really fun time, really good for skill building. That was my main goal, was to skill build, and then I had my trusty advisor by my side, which is like my homie who works in business and PR, and he has a very good resume. So he's someone I trust when I look for advice when it comes to corporate culture and shenanigans and processes. And just sort of was going through that, just sort of going through that experience to just sort of build skills until I know I'm responsible enough and sort of stable enough to handle more responsibility. So that's why, because I was doing the whole like self-help healing era alongside this, alongside the drama, and alongside dealing with heartbreak and a friend loss. So I knew, like me being a mature adult, knew that I would not be responsible enough for for certain responsibilities right now. But I do want to build the skills for when I am. And who doesn't love a good training session? And I proceeded to do that when I went to the other location as well, where there came to social things. Although there was some stuff that sort of kind of congealed together and created a little bit of drama that kind of distracted from that. But I was still able to pick up on a lot of things socially and make some good connections and just sort of learn some things about awareness and gracefulness, I would absolutely say. So yeah, both experiences were pretty good, to be honest, because I got a lot from each of them, which helps me to move appropriately, which helps me to move more effectively and appropriately moving forward. Um, but yeah, I don't know. What were my big tidbits from the summer? Let's see. Know your limits. I do. Um, time and place. Um, make sure. Okay, do not smoke a black before work. Don't do that shit. You look ghetto. I was struggling. I was in the trenches, but never smoke. Like that's trashy. I'm being trash right now. Okay, I'm probably about to go get one when I'm done this video because I'm having an anxiety attack. But like, I'm working to get rid of that. Okay, because I got a little bit too ratchet, and I'm trying to like bring it back up a little bit, like dust it off a little. You know what I'm saying? I'm still here for the BS and shenanigans, but like, you know what I'm saying? Um, and also, like a lot of people, especially a lot of people, do not follow all of the advice that you get on the internet, especially when it comes to like, I mean, that's common sense, but I'm talking about when it comes to jobs, because people don't think about that. People think about when at work things are what they are, but like don't, because you could seem standoffish, you could seem unmanageable, and you could seem like you don't necessarily want to, like nobody wants to. A lot of people, they don't want to be there, okay? But you're spending so many hours there, you might as well have a good attitude. If you look at the hours you spend most of your life at work, might as well have a good attitude about it. Might as well have a little bit of fun. Don't be a dick, because then nobody's going to want you to be there, no matter how good you are, because that might even be a problem, because then you're really good at the thing, but then you're awful to everyone else, and they don't know whose neck you're going to come for when it comes for promotional or just if you're going to make them look bad. So just be chill, but also be aware, because don't let nobody play in your face. I have learned how to like manage the complexities of certain like the layers, the multiple layers of certain social situations, social uh, relationships. Excuse me. And you might think, why are you just encountering this now? I guess I just haven't worked at locations that had these types of things. There's something new you can learn from everywhere. But yeah, so like summer training session, fall training session. We're tougher, stronger, and know ourselves better. I gotta stop saying ourselves though, because like, see, here's the thing. You get it because I'm talking to you on the internet. But people in real life, when I say that, they'll think I have multiple personalities. And I feel like me clarifying that I don't just makes it look even more like I do. So I don't know what to do about that. But I spend so much of my time talking to my phone, I instinctively say us. Or I think it's just common sense. So like if I say, what are we doing today? And I'm talking to you in person, right? I'm saying like, what are we doing? Why else? Who else am I talking about? Like, why would I say like we, like as in multiple me's? Like, you're part of the conversation. I'm obviously talking to you. What are you and I doing? Do I have to say that? Do I have to say that? Whatever. Um, yeah, yeah. I think people think I do because like it's like test or whatever. Like just because I act a little zesty when I have my jacket on doesn't mean I do. It just means I'm feeling my clothes. It's accentuating my natural vibes. I have a very full personality. I just show which parts of it is appropriate at which time, or if I'm comfortable around you, or if I'm just not in the mood. I don't know. People with one-dimensional personalities love to judge. Anyways, I think that's it. But yes, summer was interesting. It was a lot of learning. Um, yeah. So my goals for now is to stay consistent. Okay, keep my get this. I'm interviewing for a new position. It went well. I had like two interviews, and then I had like take an assessment. She said they'll contact me, so I'm really hoping for that, and I'm just gonna try to focus on that, my content, and just sort of getting my looks more together. Just because modeling and stuff like that, don't worry about it. But yeah, I have my goals, I have my plans, and making all these videos to vent and get all this shit out of my head was the first step, and I have to do it in order.